About that, getting back to this video here, Barefoot Investor, this is what he says, right? He says $1 million is way above what you need.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
He goes, a minimum you need, this is what he says you need. You need a paid off home.
What? A paid off home, yes.
Paid off home. This is for retirement.
Yes.
Plus, this is to ensure you never run out of money. For couples, 250,000 in super.
Yeah.
For singles, 170 in super.
Yeah.
Okay. Make this retirement number, and now what he says is, he says according to the superannuation fund, couples need 59,000 a year to live. Single needs 43,000 a year to live.
That's the figures. Yeah, he's right. Yeah. Can you fax that to me or email that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I mean, that's good. That.
He says at this point you're thinking, does this plan of yours involve me holding up a convenience store with cricket bats? Because it's called the Don Badman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I can't see how 250,000 in super will afford me 59,000 a year for lifestyle.
But Dad's going to keep going. Yeah,
okay, this is what he's saying. He says, how do you? Because you've said paid off home and took for a couple 250,000.
No, I know that. That's
okay.
Exactly where he's right.
You can't retire until you've nailed your retirement number as a minimum. So what he says is, hang on, what's special about those numbers?
Those numbers are very special, actually. Those numbers. Go on, keep going.
Okay, because what he actually says is,
that's a very good plan. Go on.
Actually, he mentions something which is really quite silly.
Yeah.
He goes there. He goes, when you go to a funeral, right?
Yeah.
He goes, how much money is enough? And people continue spending their time in jobs they don't like to buy more expensive things to impress people they don't like.
Yeah.
This is what he says. Listen to this. At your funeral, they won't say, he drove a C-Class Mercedes, the limited edition, the one with the quilted trim.
No.
I've said that to people. Haven't you? Been to funerals? You say, oh, he's got the C300 with the Lux Elegance edition. No, that's what he says. He says people don't say that. He goes, so what he says is, he says what you need to do, gee, he waffles on, this guy here. What he actually says is, with the figures there, you need a little bit of work, paid off home. I'll come to it because he waffles on all these steps. He just.
No, I'll tell you what the answer there is. He's dead right.
He's dead right. What's the answer?
Yeah.
He says a little bit of work, a little bit of this.
No, he's dead right.
He's dead right. Why is he right?
I'll tell you why.
Why is he right?
Right, yeah. You need a house, right?
You need a house,
and
yes.
You need a car transport system, right?
Yes.
And you need that money in the bank. Now, his figures, 170 for single, and for a married, he says 250, doesn't he?
Yeah, 250.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. That's the minimum. Because now, so how do you meet the? How do you live then?
Yeah, that's right.
The reason how you live. On that money, you get a bit of interest.
That's exactly right. There, he says, on that money there, you get the maximum. You get the age pension.
Yeah, you get the age pension,
which is 34,000 for couples.
Yeah,
and 22 for singles.
And all you need to do,
and you'll get 60% on the. Okay, so that's 60% of your money. So if you earn a little bit, on top of that,
and that could be from investments, whatever. Yeah, interest on investments and a bit. Yeah, you're in.
You're in.
That's exactly that's my theory. That's my strategy.
Right? You think
That's what I'm doing.
That's exactly it.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing. That's it.
Because you want a comfortable house. I've got that, right?
You've probably too much house you've got. Well, I suppose.
No. But with my strategy,
your philosophy is
no.
Otherwise, if you had less house, you wouldn't get the pension.
Yeah, that's right.
If you had a cheaper house and money in the bank, they'd say no pension.
No, well,
and you want your money in real estate because you believe it'll rise.
Well, I believe it'll rise, and then when I need to downsize, I won't be downsizing from $1 million down to 500,000. I'll be downsizing from $1.5 million down to 600,000.
Oh, you could downsize from $1.5 million to 800,000.
Yeah,
still
that's right.
A beautiful home,
and you're still better off. Because inflation on, say, and 1 million is much higher than inflation.
You think he's right then, that?
Yeah, he's dead right.
That's dead right. Yeah. That's all you need.
Inflation on 1 million is higher than inflation on a 300,000 house, isn't it?
Sure.
Because 300,000 is 10%, 30,000, right?
Yeah.
1 million is 100,000. 300,000.
Exactly,
yeah. So you need a house, but yeah. So I've just refined it for is that it's better to have a higher house rather than a cheaper house. If I have a cheaper house, you see, if a person has a cheaper house, we're not talking about me, you're talking about normal people. You have a cheaper house, you get no pension. If I sold this and went to live at the Gold Coast, I get no pension.
Yes.
But here, the other way, you get the full pension if you're not working, right? And you need those figures to live. That's what they say. Those figures are exactly the figures.
You reckon that's true?
Yep, exactly
you agree
right.
With that?
I worked those figures out.
That's true. That's what you want to do too.
No, that's my strategy too.
Yeah.
He's dead on. So, you know, now you don't need $1 million, as he said. It's nice to have $1 million because you can do a few things extra. Sure. But you need at least a house and a car, and well, like I'm working. Say, I would say.
Tell me this:
200,000 in the bank.
Would you rather? Would you rather have 250,000 and a house? So 170,000 in cash, a nice house, right?
Yeah.
Or would you rather have a nice house, be with a woman you can't stand, and have $1 million more? Is it worth the $1 million more or not?
Well, see what happens. That's not really. That's not what the choices you have. You have a choice when you're with somebody. You normally tend to stay with them. You know, you don't want to just pack up and. But if you do split, and I've done the split, so if you do the split, well then you got other choices. If you don't split, well you have to put up with and adjust.
You know what your biggest problem in life is going to be?
What?
Don't let another bitch take what little you've got left. You know that? You can't afford to give any more away. You can't afford to give big chunks of money away, can you? Really?
No, you can't.
You can't. Like you couldn't give me like 50,000.
No.
Even 20,000 would really hurt you.
It would hurt.
You know what I mean? It really, you can't afford to give anything away. You've got to now live frugally.
Yeah.
You can give what you want away, but you're going to have to make it up somewhere else.
And if you see what the trouble is too, like in that situation that he's talking about, you get the full pension if you're not working.
Yeah.
If you are working, you get a reduced pension, but you got income from working.
Yeah.
So you get the full pension. But if you sell the house, you get no pension. But and if you sell the house and give it to the kids, the government
it's still
deem that you haven't given away, and you don't get the pension. So you're locked in. But that's the strategy. He's dead right.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, he's dead right. The strategy. Yeah. No,